Hi all, it's Diana again. Thrown together, little sleep, dark circles under my eyes. I do need to get some kind of makeup. Anybody got some tips on a good cover up? Anyway, let me start off officially. Diane, what would it be if I didn't mess with my hair, guys? Welcome to my world. Anyway, Diane in Texas, and it's Lucky Gardenia's dashboard confessional. And frankly, I haven't had any good tea to confess here lately, but I'm in my car, so I thought I would just do a quick update and a little luck of the Irish for the month of March, and just fill you in on what I've been doing today. Anyway, Elvis is in the building. Yes, he's still hanging around, and so I think we're good to go. Hopefully you can't hear the air conditioner. I hope it's not too loud. Someone just walked by. I'm crazy. Anyway, let me tell you what I've been up to lately. Lucy's been sick, so with upper respiratory, and if she was a baby, I would have said she had croup, and went to the vet almost at the end of the course of antibiotics for upper respiratory, and praying that it will kick in here. Now I've been gone for a couple hours here, so she's probably pretty upset because she's so used to me being, her person day in, day out, as she is my person, even though she's a dog. Anyway, I've done a couple things in the past couple weeks that I'm pretty darn proud of myself. So if you'll allow me a little bit of bragging. And I am trying something different. I don't know if you've read my Facebook post or Instagram, but little Miss Isabella and Robin and Carlos are sometimes using the nickname Ella, and I love that. I think that's so cool. Anyway, Ella is looking, how does it, hold on, how is it like one day her eyes are dark brown, and then I get a picture from Robin, and yet to be determined, but it's looking like she's going to have green kind of hazel eyes. Little me peeking through there, little Robin peeking through there. And my sister Tracy has beautiful hazel eyes, and I think my niece Ashley does. I don't know about the rest of the fam, but my mom had brown eyes and my dad had blue eyes. So I think to have blue eyes, you have to have two parents with blue eyes. But there's so much more, I think, to what determines eye color more so than what they thought before. Anyway, I think I've talked about eye color before, but I looked up the rarest, and lo and behold, green is the rarest, and then hazel is second. So, and then I was like, well, at my age, you gotta rock what you got, and since everything's going like not so great, it's like, well, how can I make my eyes just look more vibrant to reflect my joy, to wear my joy in my eyes? Anyway, they were saying certain vegetables, I think, like if you're, it's almost like a detox, it will make your eyes brighter. Anyway, and the way you wear your makeup. So I've got some probably overly done green eyeshadow, but I'm almost 62. In a month I'll be 62, so at this point, who cares, right? Anyway, let me get down to the real down and dirty, what I'm proud about. Well, anyways, excited about Ella's eyes. And she's just a doll. She is just, Robin says she sounds like a pterodactyl when she's talking, but very interactive, rolling all over the place. And in her 5-month photo, she's dressed in a little rainbow top with the little green, you know, doing the shamrock thing, and a little tutu. She's a tutu sisterhood already at 5.5 months, and she's grabbing her toes, guys. It is adorable. Anyway, of course, this is Grandma Birdie talking, so yeah, I'm stinking proud of her. Anyway, she's not feeling good either, and so I'm pulling up. She went to the doctor. She just has a cold, has to run its course, and of course, you know, I'm pulling up on what is it? One of the major medical sites. I'm trying to think of one of the well-respected ones, and looking at what can be done, moist heat or humidity, you know, Tylenol or whatever for babies to get the temperature down if there's a temperature or pain. Plus her teeth are coming in. She's got 2 toothies, and I think on the bottom she's eating some solids. She likes the fruits. She kind of likes the avocado. She likes pears, carrots, and yams, I think. Anyway, so love getting those little videos of her little reactions to eating something yummy, nummy num. And it's like a horse when you give them a treat and it's something they haven't had, and they go, mmm. At least that's what Gracie does. But so that's kind of a, anyway, talked about the kind of the nose suction thing, the little blue bulb thing. And guys, my girls were born, you know, they're in their late 30s. So my last dealing with baby illnesses and technology and everything that has to do with that is like so outdated. Now there's something called a Frida or something, and it's like this saline plunge thing. Robin sent me a video. I've never seen anything quite like it, but she said that the little plunger blue things is not good for them. So she is so on top of things. I'm so proud of her. Anyway, she's a great mom. Carlos is a fabulous dad. Anyway, just a quick rundown of my adulting that I've done. You know, I don't like adulting. I'll be honest. I am not a good adult. And I was watching a free online kind of forum course that was like for an hour, and it was talking about what we're going to focus on for spring and emphasize and do better and plan, and but it talked about inertia, and I'm like, that describes how I felt for the last year. And I'm sure it's the being overwhelmed is not only an empath, just the entirety of doom and gloom, and not the uncertainty financially, and just the world and people dying, and just all the things. And of course, I'm a worry wart, I'm a crybaby, and it's just me and Lucy. So anyway, I do cry a lot, and it's supposed to be a tranquilizer, so I'll just run with it. But I will say the one good thing that's come out of, sorry, little text message, out of this last year, and everybody in shutdown mode and COVID, you know, just businesses having to function in a different manner, is I'm going to be 62. So had to get in touch with Social Security. You know, I worked 38 and a half, over 38 and a half years for a Fortune 500 company, and worked actually since I was 16. Not full time, but now it's time, all that stuff I paid in, it's like I'm going to get it while it's there. Of course, the worry ward, it's like, who knows what's going to happen with Social Security, so sign up. So anyway, you can't go there in person, or you couldn't when I did it. And the last time I tried to sign up online, I wasn't able to. It wouldn't allow me. I had to go in person. So I was like really all very concerned on how I was going to do it. My birthday's in a month. And lo and behold, they've got that process so mechanized where you do it. You can do it with your smartphone. You can take a picture of your ID and it uploads, and you apply for Social Security all online. It is so mechanized. It is like, that's probably not the right word, but I was highly impressed. And so that was one adulting. I also, my Canon multifunction device did not work, and I had to make some decisions with financial stuff with my pension, and it required you to do certain things and then sign documents, upload them to a site. And I was going to go to one of my daughter's house who have a printer and a scanner, or go to my daughter's work. And I thought, no, I've run this race for almost a year of being in a literally nunnery, and it's like I've just got to finish out till I get the vaccine and get some immunities, because I don't want to get ill now. So I'm at Walmart, lo and behold, no surprise there, and I walked by and they had like a $44 multifunction device. I'm like, I'm gonna try it. And I'm not technical, I'm not savvy about setting things up, Wi-Fi, all that jazz. Plus, it wouldn't work with my laptop is not up to date enough to work. Sorry. And my CD-ROM in it doesn't work, so it's not like I could use a CD to upload the printer or whatever. So, now I was able to do it with my other more expensive, sorry guys, my hair is just really driving me crazy. So I was able to do it with a more sophisticated Canon multi-function device, but this one I couldn't, but I could do it with my phone. So I spent a whole darn day, I'm censoring myself there, connecting or going through the process of enrollment and selection, and verifying what I'm choosing. And again, you have to sign something, you have to scan it and upload it. And I'll be darned, between my phone and my old laptop and my old AOL email account, I did it, guys. And this is so silly, but I was so proud of myself. And then, I feel a lot of anxiety, no surprise. And the other day, it was like this looming, I had things looming that I was avoiding, me, the queen of avoidance. And I have a fear of getting my car inspected. And I'm a person, I am not a car person, and I don't take care of them well. I don't do car washes, wax them. That just is not my thing. It's more like a ranch car, and I would never lease a car because I'm not, what's the word? Anyway, I'm not meticulous enough to meet the standards probably to turn it back in. So I buy a car and I'm gonna use it till it just won't go anymore. Anyway, I needed to get my car inspected. And this is just a phobia of mine. even if when it was 2 years old, it was a phobia of mine, is that I'm going to go and it's not going to pass inspection. And I did have a light on my console that I was concerned with and thought major car repairs. And talking to my daughter Jen and Robin and Carlos and a friend of Jen's, and he's actually a member of a Toyota, some type of group. And he's texting someone, and he's like, that's not going to keep you from, in Texas, that they can't not pass you for that. So Monday rolled around, and I'm like feeling like oppression of just dread, because my sticker, it needed to be, we do the two-step, you do get it inspected and then pay your registration, and you have to do the inspection first. And so no longer 2 different stickers, it's just one. So I'm running out of days, right? Here it is. I had so much on my calendar that I was not looking forward to. I had a meeting with the financial planner yesterday that I always have angst about, and then I had this car thing coming up, and then just whole COVID worries. So I'm like, okay, what can I do, push myself to do that's going to make me feel better? And it's like, darn it, it's 3 o'clock. I'm going to go get my yearly oil change. And as bad as that sounds, I will say I looked at the sticker before I went where I got the car inspected, and I had not even put on 3,000 miles on my car in a year, this past year. That's how little I have just been. I was like in shock. So anyway, got a oil change, and then I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing, I'm not Catholic, I am a Christian, but I'm saying the rosary and Hail Marys, the Lord's Prayer. I'm praying, and then it was kind of rainy, so it was like, okay, I'm gonna go, and there's not going to be that many people, because I'm going to have to be in the waiting room with lots of people, which I don't want to be. And the sooner they get it done, I'm going to know the yay or nay. And I was so thrilled. He's like, you're done. I'm like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. Anyway, so adulting, third thing I did. A friend of mine was coming to town that I hadn't seen since early May of last year. We'd done some social distancing. It was my birthday around that time, and we did a parking lot kind of celebration, social distancing. And anyway, coming to town, I wanted to catch up. And she had gotten her COVID shot, and it's like, oh my God, I don't have mine. I haven't qualified. I don't meet the criteria. And it's like, do I risk it, short term, wanting to see this person versus, my safety that I've put pretty much to the forefront for over a year. And it's like, no, I got to do, I don't want to get this COVID and die, and my girls, my Isabella, my sister Tracy and Jay, and it's like, Lucy, what did she do? So I had to say, I just can't, I'm going to have to pass it, I'm just got to wait till I get vaccinated. So I'm telling Robin, bragging on myself, and how I had to make the adult choice. And she's like, well, Mom, don't you have something that will qualify you? Aren't you sick enough in somewhere? I'm like, no, you'd think so. But she said, well, I had a friend, and Robin's gotten hers. She's eligible because she's in education. And she's like, I had a friend that has hypertension. I'm like, is that high blood pressure? And she said, yeah, and she was approved. And I was like, oh my God, yes, I have high blood pressure. And who's happy about high blood pressure? I was. I got on, she's like, sign on, you know, Denton County, my county. She's like, don't do Dallas because you'll end up having to go, who knows where you're going to end up in Dallas to get, there's long waits at Fair Park. I know Carlos's mom went there and spent hours with his wonderful sister was there with her mom, and they sat there for hours, and it was her second shot. So she's like, you don't want to get caught up in that. So I thought, okay. She's like, do Tarrant County. And sorry if the lighting's not good. I'm gonna have to wrap this up here quick. Anyway, so I signed up, and I actually could sign up. The shadow here is just crazy. I was able to register and got approved for 2 counties. And it's like, okay, which one ever comes through? And I was praying for the J&J, wanted one and done. That one in the cards for me. I got a notification this weekend from Tarrant County, and they're like, we have an appointment today, and that's where I've been. Yes, I don't know if you can see my shot. I was wanting Pfizer. Yes, I'm shallow. I was wanting Pfizer because I only wanted the 3-week wait. And no, I've not been drinking, but I probably will have wine tonight because I did this. I've done all the adult things. Anyway, no J&J. It had Pfizer or Moderna. Found out the location because it could have been anywhere in Tarrant County, Fort Worth. And I pulled it up. You know, I'm going on the, I don't know if it's Google Maps or whatever, and it's taking me all these crazy ways. And it's like, let me just see where it's located. Because maybe, you know, I can find a way I'm comfortable driving. And lo and behold, it's right by my belly dance dance studio. And it's like, I know how to get there. Lord, I've been going there for years. And it's like, it was only what turned out to be just like 2 miles past it. Easy peasy. And I have to say, I was highly impressed with the setup. You drive in, it was at a civic center, convention center, and they check that you have an appointment. So they ask for your name and birthday, and they verified that you're legit. Then you go, and you can only go one way. You have to go up in the parking structure. You have to go to a certain stairs. You have to, you know, and they have it all marked with the 6 feet apart. They take your temperature. You can't have a temperature higher than 99 point something. I'm like, oh my God. Hopefully, I took a Tylenol this morning. That would be a real shame if I got here and I couldn't go in. Anyway, got in. I went early. I'm always late, guys. I am so right brain. I always have something going on in my head, getting me distracted. And I'm like, I am not going to be late. In fact, I woke up hours early because I didn't want to miss it. I'm trying to find the light here. I'm looking for the light. Anyway, very highly organized, very calm, very quiet. They did have some fun music that I almost was dancing in my Doc Martens. Everyone masked up. They did the temperature I passed. And yeah, you had to, and I don't think it was my sciatic, but it felt like it. But it's like the muscle on your butt cheek that it's like near your rib bone, your hip bone that goes to your back. It's like, oh my God, that started aching. I'm like, oh my God, am I going to have to lay on the floor and stretch this? I think I'm going into some kind of seizure. But I'm like, I'm going to get this shot. Anyway, Pfizer was not in the picture for me. It was Moderna. That's all they had. Lots of fire personnel, firemen, women. I didn't see any fire women, but firemen. They're helping with the process. All kinds of, tons of people making it happen. Tons of people. Everybody was very pleasant, very organized. You get your shot. Well, you check in. They check your ID. You go and you wait. You get a, it's your turn. You get to a station. I got lucky 11. Actually, 13 is my lucky number, but I'm going with lucky 11. And yeah, he confirmed that they only had Moderna there. So I'm like, I'm going to do what Dr. Oz and what CNN and MSNBC or whatever has said, you take what you get. Beggars can't be choosers. But I wanted to get it done with just a 3-week wait to maybe have immunity by my birthday. And not that I'm going to have any big plans, but it's like, geez. But I will, any of you that are hesitant to whether you're going to do this or not, I have to say, just driving there with the knowledge that I was going to get this thing, that there's hope. There's hope. And it gave me such hope and for the future that we're going to be able to get back to normal. And I'm seeing all these cars out on the streets and people, going about their daily business with masks on, guys. Even though our governor said no mask, people are still masking up, thank God. We got to beat this thing with all the offshoots, the variances and stuff. But anyway, I'm hopeful. It's going to be 4 more weeks and then 2 weeks after that. So in a month and a half, maybe I can start going to some ukulele meetups and the Hawaii ukulele meetup and get together with some vaccinated friends and family and a semblance of a life. Anyway, I did find some ballet classes online that are low cost that I've shrunk, I don't know how much, because of just my bones crushing upon each other, and I've got the hip tip and rib thing going on where it's really, I've got some obstacles, but let's face it, I'm not going to be doing Swan Lake. And I've got ballet bars, or you can just use a chair, or you can use your kitchen counter. And another thing, they've just so many options because of online, because of what we've been through. These are the plus sides. This is being able to take belly dance at your house via Facebook Live or hula class or ballet, online on-demand videos. My sleep schedule is like crazy, so it's like perfect for me and cheap, especially when you're not working. Anyway, so trying to do a little ballet, and Lucy's my little ballerini with me, and she likes to get under the bar. Anyway, if you're interested in some of the potential ballet options, just leave me a comment. Let me know how you're doing. How's your family? I've had a couple of new people comment that have watched, my friends that have watched, and new friends. And thank you, Debbie, for all your comments. And she lives up in Oklahoma, and I think she's another, kind of like Cricket, she's a kindred spirit. We met at a art workshop with Casey Willis, Lipstick Ranch, and I don't know if you've seen, I've got pictures on my social media of some sewn wall hangings and altar of Guadalupe, and a flag, the flag I made, I think I posted around of the election, of all the, instead of stars, it's all the women of the West. And I met her. She's a kindred spirit. She's just a delight. And we'll probably never see each other in person again, but, you know, and nowadays you can connect without being next door to each other. So thank you to everyone that continues to watch this video. I continue to lose subscribers. If you have any kind friends out there that will subscribe and watch it occasionally, that would just make my spirits even higher. But I hope you're hopeful. I hope things are coming around the corner. Please, if you're hesitant to get the vaccine, please, let's do it for each other so we can get back to normal. Get back to seeing each other and having life, a good life anyway. Like I like to say, boy, the sun's really going down here in Texas, but and it was 80 degrees today here, guys. And it was just weeks ago we were in Snowvid, or anyway, just crisis center. But kindness is really not the right answer. You know, everyone's going through all kinds of challenges. Just be kind to people when you can, and lift them up when you can, and encourage them. Anyway, for now, peace out.